how about a nice little side dish? Something that may be a little bit different than your regular, potatoes or, Brussels sprouts or asparagus or something like that. It's summertime and there's lots of this product around, and we're talking about fresh corn on the cob. We have taken a couple of cobs of fresh corn, we've put them on the grill, got some nice grill marks on them, char grilled them. Then we've paired them with a red, green, and yellow bell pepper, stoplight, just diced up with some red onion and a little bit of jalapeno or hot peppers, and just seared that in the skillet for literally about 5 minutes, and that has given us a beautiful bowl of char-grilled corn relish. To make our char-grilled corn relish, we've got our ingredients here, which are, I've got a couple of ears of fresh corn that I've actually already char-grilled on the grill. And the way that I do that is we leave a little bit of the husks on, and we put this on the grill husk side down and let it cook that way. The moisture in the husks helps it to cook and to moisturize it, and we want to just get a little bit of char on that. So I've brought that in and just peeled the husks back. So that's our corn. And then we're going to use a bell pepper stoplight. In this case, I use red, yellow, and green. I've already chopped up the green and the yellow. Let me just demonstrate the red. This is one of the easiest way I've found to do bell peppers, is to cut off the ends like this and just come along the side. Again, if you've got a sharp knife, this works best. And just like that. And we are going to now just make little bâtonnets just like this, because we're actually going for a fairly precise 1/4 inch dice. We're basically wanting our bell peppers to be about the same size as our corn. So this is the way to accomplish that. And in this case, I've used about a half of green pepper, a half of yellow pepper, and probably 3/4 of this red pepper, as it's a pretty small one. So there's the red pepper. And let's also do our onions. So we're also going to use let's use the other half of this. We've got a red onion that we've already used half of, so we'll probably use the other half of this red onion. So what I've done is I've just cut it in half, and now this is the root end of the onion. I'm just going to trim the top portion here and just take any of the loose skin off. And it's helpful to use your paring knife for this. Hold your paring knife way down on the point, and that just helps you to peel that back. And now, so again, this is the root end. So what we want to do is we want to make vertical cuts in this onion, but we don't want to go through the roots. So I'm going to actually use my paring knife to do that. You could also use your chef knife to do that, but what I'm doing is I'm cutting down as I'm pulling back. Cutting down as I'm pulling back. If you want to use your chef knife, same thing. And this is why the knife is shaped like it is. You can pull back as you cut down on it. Okay. Now we're going to make a lateral cut just like this, and one more just like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hold this onion in place with our thumb on the board and put our hands here using our knuckles to guide our knife so we don't cut anything. And we're just going to go straight down just like this, giving us our 1/4 inch dice all the way down. When you get to where it's too close to this side, you can just push your onion over that way and continue cutting this way. And then you can just cut the sides just like that. Same thing on this side. And you have used a lot of your onion. And that's the way to dice your onion. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to get started with our onion first. We're just going to let that sweat. And then we're going to cut up our pepper. We have one pepper, and I want to show you how to do that. So we're going to move over to the stove, and we're going to, let's light it. And we're going to put our onion in, and we're just going to start sweating it. And again, I'm just using some grapeseed oil to do that. So onion down. And we'll let that get sweating. And now, let's do our pepper. Now let's get the rest of our onion in there. Okay. We'll let those get spread out a little bit. Okay. Now for our pepper, and again, these have all been washed already. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the root end off. And again, we want this pepper to be diced, small dice. And this is, in France, this is called a piment vert, which basically means green hot pepper. This is kind of what we use in the place of a jalapeno. So you can't readily find jalapenos peppers here. So the easiest thing to do, if you want to get the seeds and the membrane out of the center, which is where the heat lies, you can just take your spoon and do something like that. And now what we can do is just make julienne cuts this way. And I can tell just from the scent of this pepper, this one's hot. You never know, you just never know what you're going to get with these peppers. So sometimes they're really hot and sometimes they're just barely hot. So this one I can tell packs a pretty good amount of heat. So we're going to cut this in even smaller dice. Like we're mincing this basically. Probably 1/8 of an inch. And that's just going to give us a little bit of heat for our relish. Okay, that'll be perfect. And we'll put those in with the rest of our peppers. And now, let's do our corn. So we've got our corn. We've charbroiled it. So I'm just going to come down and trim the kernels off the corn, just coming straight down, just like that. And I don't know about you, but I grew up eating fresh corn on the cob that we literally just got either from the market or from the farm. And a lot of times it still had a little bit of that corn silk, and that doesn't bother me at all. It makes me kind of think of home. So I kind of don't mind that silk showing in there a little bit. Okay, our onions are nice and sweated. And let's finish cutting our corn here. Yeah, I think we can do that. Perfect. Okay, and that is our corn. So we will place that in a separate container because we want to actually cook our vegetables partially before we add our corn. Our corn is basically already cooked. So we just want to get our vegetables softened, and let's add those to our onions. Look at that color, isn't that nice? Nice, beautiful color. And let's add just a little bit of salt to it, to the mix. There we go. So we're going to soften these just a little bit. And then we will add our corn. And we could even finish it with a little bit of butter if we want to. But we do want these vegetables to still have a little bit of crunch to them, so we'll let them go for a few more minutes here. Oh, wow. Very, very nice aromas. All right, now let's add our corn. All right, so we'll let that cook probably about 5 minutes. Just keep stirring it. We'll taste it, see if we need to adjust our seasoning, maybe add some butter, and see what that's like. Hey everybody, it's Walter from Artistic Gourmet Adventures. My wife Kim and I own this unique small group tour company where we host groups of 6 to 12 guests for 1 week luxury adventures in beautiful locations throughout Europe and the United States. I have the privilege of being the adventure chef, creating and preparing daily gourmet meals for our guests. So, in this video series, from our cozy home kitchen here in the beautiful Loire Valley of France, we will demonstrate a wide variety of recipes, from culinary classics to originals, as well as covering professional kitchen techniques for the home chef. For more information on Artistic Gourmet Adventures, check our website, linked in the description below. Our corn has been going about 5 minutes now, and it's looking great. We're just going to keep that heat way low, and we'll taste it. It's very good. We need to add just a little bit of butter to it. And you know what, the butter, of course, butter and corn is a marriage made in heaven. So you always I love putting butter on my corn. So I will add a little butter to it. And we're just going to put a little bit of salt and pepper to this. And then we'll taste it again. Freshly ground black pepper. And now I'm going to use some fine sea salt as opposed to the coarse kosher salt, since we're not boiling anything and we're not going to be cooking it a long time. And let's give it another quick taste. Yeah, it's there, and it's got, you can taste, you get a little bit of all the different peppers. You can taste those different peppers in there. The onion tastes fantastic, and of course the piment vert or the jalapeno gives it something my wife calls a zing. It's got a little zing to it. So that's going to be a great accompaniment, you know, for pork, for chicken, for anything. Just a nice little side dish. Okay, we are finished with our char-grilled corn relish. And what a great side dish this is going to make. We've got some beautiful fresh yellow corn, sweet. You know, a lot of times you get corn and you're almost tempted to add maybe a little sugar or some brown sugar or something to it, but this is wonderfully sweet and nice and crisp. And you know, you could finish this with a little bit of tarragon, a little bit of basil, what have you. But that'll make a very, very nice side dish. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, give us a thumbs up below and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as we release a new video. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any special recipe requests. We really appreciate you tuning in. See you next time.